Hello. Welcome to another Breachers off-season scrim. I am your host, Scorch, and as I am getting things tested, it seems like that this team, oops, wrong button. It seems like one of these teams was unable to get a fifth, and I went to go grab a drink of water, and I came back, the game already started, so I believe their team is called Honored. So, but anyways, let's get straight into this as we see Rays on the defensive side for this map. Choice 1 was Arctic. I just want to make sure you can hear me okay. Yes, you can hear me. I am live. Perfect. So, Rays. Hello? Yes, okay. We're back. So Rays is on the defensive side as you already see Cohen with a pick onto Centipede. Shogunyan sitting next to that wall after it was already blown, looking to push up. Tadashi gets a pick on Rim on the flank. So already a 5v3 man advantage for this Rays team as Jack Skellington pushes up but gets taken out by Shogunyan on the flank. And he takes out another one, but Ghost was able to refrag Shogunyan. Miki takes out Tadashi, Reaver takes out Miki and refrags, and now it is a 2v1, but both players are one tap to the head if Ego just hits his head, but he somehow just lost a lot of damage from that incense. Now he's pushing back with the EMP, so he can rotate in this situation, but Reaver and Ghost know in the general direction of where he is, and now I believe Ego is just sitting. I gotta turn up my... Hang on. Turning up my field of view a little bit. I'll turn it up to 100. So now Ego is just going to be saving round number 1. Not quite sure why. With the upgrade that the pistol now costs more money. However, he is using a Cyclone. So not sure why he might be saving. Maybe he just wants to save the $500 going into the next round. Maybe buy util with that $500, but you see Ghost sitting on A to make sure that they don't rotate, because maybe they realize that EMP is not in their hands. So Ego looking to pull off something last second here. Not quite sure why he waited this long, but pushing up. Can he see Reaver before Reaver sees him? And he does. Gets that pick, but he only has 2 seconds remaining and is unable to plant the bomb in time. And if only he was able to do it a little quicker, he might have won that fight. Nonetheless, Ghost takes out Ego, not before he is able to plant. So precious money does go in the hands of Honored here. And right now, raises up 1-0 with a bit of a interesting first play. I saw Rays did not blow that wall, the B wall, and with the C4s as a new addition to vrml, you see a lot more teams use those C4s and blow them up, and that I feel like that would just be a perfect area. So in order to defend that, I mean, obviously Rays did it, but maybe next time blow that wall. Not 100% sure if they're even if they even realize that C4s is kind of going to be a thing in vrml, or if these guys talked between each other and realized maybe there's a glitch with the C4 and they just wanted to ban it altogether. Nonetheless, kind of surprised that C4 was not used in round number 1. Now we are in round 2. Looks to be a basic B play from Honored, and there is foam, which Shogunyan's sitting there waiting a second. Now the hatch finally gets foamed, and now nade goes out, or C4 actually goes out. So they did use that C4 this time for the gym to keep that gym side, and I'm surprised Rim did not get killed by that nade. A little bit of a, I would say, an D tier nade, as it only did like 6 damage, and Shogunyan gets the pick on Ghost on the flank, but an S tier incend by Cohen to take out Ego, and almost another nade, almost catastrophically taking out one player, but ends up keeping them alive as the nade just barely blows up outside of the proximity of that damage. And now Centipede takes out Jack Skellington on that flank. So excuse me, We're not seeing that, and Reaver takes out Miki. So now it is a 3v3 with Tadashi at 16 HP and with that Spectral in hand. So I would say that it is more favorable for Honored here to win the round because they have 3 SMGs, and it does look like they're going for a little bit of a rotate with Shogunyan and Centipede on their own over in Kitchen side. Now Rim is going to follow, Rim Jr., sorry, is going to follow them. So this could be an A rotate, or they could be walking towards that wall to blow that wall and kind of fake the rotate back into another rotate. So we'll see what happens as he runs up. Shogunyan now foams the wall. Wall is now blown. So Raze sees now where they are. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to push up as Reaver takes out one in Rim, but Shogunyan refrags, not before getting flashed by his own teammate. There's nobody on the flank as Tadashi is still holding that A position. Now Cohen sitting in green, pushing back towards the site on B. Could be a little detrimental for him as he does get pushed on, and Shogunyan takes out Cohen. So now it is all up to Tadashi with that 16 HP in hand and the Spectral. But everyone is one-shot here, so this could be still anyone's game, as just Tadashi needs to land 2 bullets. It's the only thing he needs to do, even in the body would kill them. But Tadashi pushing up, let's see from his perspective, as he pushes up, tries to take out one in, who is that? It's Centipede. One in Centipede over on that corner, and the other player of Shogunyan sitting on that, Kitchen side, and it does look like he does fake that play, so he pushes up, but Shogunyan just gets the advantage on him, kind of swarming. It seems like Centipede might have made a little bit of damage for sound for Tadashi to maybe get faked out, not realizing that his teammate was right behind him. So good play all around by this Honored squad to tie it up 1-1. Okay, so apologies for that. I am back. I had to check something real quick. So Honored looks to push into green here, get a quick play on the onto the B wall, and a little bit of damage done by both ends, 78-76, and with a little bit of a bullet exchange through the wall. Now more bullet exchanges as Miki takes out Jack Skellington on that red side, and now it looks to be full control of the outside of B. Reaver looking to stop that control, but gets wall banged by Centipede. Beautiful play by Centipede to kind of shoot around the area where he is. Nade goes out, does not do any damage onto Centipede, but looking from his perspective, he now pushes that wall, and excuse me, Cohen takes out 2 players, Ghost takes out Miki, and now it is a 2v2 with Ego and Centipede. Ego with the EMP, looking to push up and plant that EMP, but Cohen and Ghost are looking to stop them as Ghost takes out one. Centipede refrags with that EMP, able to be tossed over to him, so now it is a 1v1 Centipede versus Cohen. Centipede has that one-shot rifle, but Cohen able to take out Centipede. Celebrating a little bit after that kill to secure round 3 and round 2 for Raze. good job by Rays to secure this round for them if he can finish off this defuse in time. So he was able to finish the defuse in time, so good job for Rays to bend, don't break. It seems like it was all going towards Honored's side as they had control. And, oh, did my casket cancel? Oh, looks like my cast might have canceled. Oh, it did not. So why is it not? Hang on. I can't access it on the... What? What in the... What? Oh, I am live. Okay. Okay, never mind. I am live. Don't listen to me. Get some love in the chat. I see Blue Slayer's in the chat. What is up, Blue Slayer? Valentine VR. How you doing? Juice. Welcome back to another pinnacle of a cast. I'm liking casting a lot more, and now that I am able to cast on my own, I'm looking more and more to fill my time with these casts, as they're just way too fun to do. Anyways, Honored is pushing this B side, and now we see that C4, so I'm thinking maybe they didn't use that C4 because it was round 1, and it's 400. Vulpex now enters the game for Honored, making sure that bot does not get killed beforehand. Centipede, you see, pushing towards that red room side. Now we see a little bit more of an aggressive play onto B, as Tadashi immediately threw that incend to stop any sort of play from Honored and kind of halter their movement. Now we see 3 players pushing towards red, and they are pushing up, but they did get one player did flash himself, but Centipede pushes up and takes out Cohen. Shogunyan takes out Ghost immediately after blowing that wall. Looking to take out a third. Centipede takes out a second player. And now it is a 5v2. Reaver takes out 1. Reaver takes out 2 in Miki and Centipede, but Shogunyan refrags Reaver. It is all up to Tadashi in a 1v3 as he is stuck outside of sight. Now Vulpex looking to plant the EMP, but he does shoot. So he might fake out Tadashi, but a little bit of damage done onto Tadashi. Can he get that pick? No, he does not, as Vulpex takes out Tadashi to secure Honored's second round of this first half of the first map. And so far, I like what I see. 2 teams going back and forth. However, if you are in the chat, do you feel this is an attack-heavy map or a defensive map? And if so, should we be worried for either team, or do you think this is going to be like an overtime round type thing where just no matter what type of map it is, players are just able to go back and forth? Round number 5 is underway as Honored looks to push again this B side. Take a look at Centipede's point of view, seeing if he has any sort of tank, any sort of gas left in the tank after a beautiful start by Centipede. We saw him get a couple of kills as well. If you take a look at this leaderboard, he is 5-3 with Shogunyan 8-2. Cohen, Reaver, and Ghost all 5 and 4 kills. Good showing from these players on both these teams, as Centipede immediately takes out Jack Skellington. And now a quick push into Jim to take control. Tadashi pushes up but gets taken out by Rim Jr. Now a 5v3, an uphill battle already for Rays, as Cohen gets an S-tier frag on the Rim. It gets another pick on the Centipede and almost takes out Vulpix with that nade as well. So Flash now goes out. Shogunyan takes out Cohen, so Cohen is now handled after getting the first 2 picks. Ghost pushes up and almost takes out Shogunyan, but is unable to get his gun up in time. And now it is all up to Reaver in a 1v3 situation. Pushing up, getting any sort of info. As he missed his shots, unfortunately, Shogunyan was able to take out Reaver. And Honored going up 3-2 in a dominant showing for that round. Good job by Honored to secure the gym, secure Green Hallway, and force their way into the building. See a green push, and I would say this is close to red hallway. I'm going to say front hallway, as Vulpix is roaming in. Nade goes out, no damage done onto any of these players. Now they're looking to push in a little bit. Now we see Miki in red. Flash goes out. Flash ends up getting Miki, but Info Peak was out, and unfortunately that Incen just bounced off the wall and prevented a good play by that Incen, but Miki takes out Tadashi on that flank, and now he's pushing up onto that corner. Ghost takes out Rim Jr., sitting on that box. Foxy does go out, and Reaver takes out Miki, as it is now a 3v4. A little bit of a more aggressive hold by Raze. You see Ghost on the flank looking to get any sort of picks on that flank. It does look like that there is nobody in that hallway, so an A rotate by this team, and nobody is in A, so they could just take it free. As all four players are defending B, Shogunyan pushes in, plants the EMP. EMP is now down, looking to kill any players that move in their path, and Shogunyan already takes out Ghost. You see one player on the flank with Centipede holding that. As he looks to take out that player, and does he? No, not right now, as Cohen takes out one player. Vulpix takes out another, and now he pushes out and takes out Reaver. It is all up to Cohen as he takes out one. Can he get the second? No, he cannot, as Vulpix takes out Cohen, and a dominant showing by Honored this first half to go up 4-2 on the defensive side nonetheless. For this team, will we see the same half where Honored kind of dominates the half, or will Raze come back? I feel like Raze has more in the tank than what they're showing right now. Keep in mind, however, this is a scrim, so they could be trying new things. Scrims aren't really meant for winning. They're more meant for our enjoyment, if anybody is casting, and for these teams to adjust to play styles and learn how to really connect with each other if there's new plays that occurs. We see Vulpix and Kitchen playing with Shogunyan, so it seems to be a little bit of an aggressive play, as you see Centipede already super close on that doorway. If he gets that lean angle, he could get a pick of his own on that on that window. He does end up taking out that drone with that Taurus, so I'm excited to see if he gets any sort of headshots. Nade and Incen go out, do a lot of damage to two players. Centipede takes out one, and Ghost. Can he get another pick? A little bit of lag going, but Centipede dies to an S-tier Incen by Jack Skellington. So now Honored pushing up, or excuse me, Honored is backed up in a corner as Raze is attacking. Shogunyan takes out 2 players, however, in the back of green. But EMP, not sure where EMP is, and Shogunyan takes out Tadashi, but Reaver refrags Shogunyan for the win, and we see a dominant showing by Raze to capture that 3rd round win. Heading into round number 8, good job by Raze to secure that round. Round number 8 commences as we see Raze heavily pushing green like we saw Honored do. One player is in red in Miki. Excuse me, he's just outside of red. So actually we could see a bit of an altercation from Miki and Ghost on that flank. He does see Ghost in time and takes out Ghost on that flank. So already a man disadvantage for this Raze team. However, that has not stopped them as they are pushing aggressively on that wall. Wall is blown. Not sure if it was by the foam or the C4. Jack Skellington does get stimmed by Reaver and pushes back. So Jack Skellington now foaming that wall. Foam might get tossed over as the wall does get blown. And Jack Skellington takes out Ninja H2, a newcomer. Vulpex takes out Tadashi. Jack Skellington looking to take out Miki, and he does. Now it is a 2v3 with Vulpex, Shogunyan, and Centipede all up. However, Shogunyan is the only player in sight for Honored, so if they kill Shogunyan, the site is theirs. However, we are from a caster's point of view, so they actually do not know that, as Jack Skellington seems to be at a bit of a stalemate. Waiting for a stim, possibly. EMP is grabbed by the hands of Reaver. 2 players are now in sight, so now it is all evened up with the 3rd player slowly creeping up, and we could see a kill, and Centipede takes out Reaver as Reaver was trying to insend, and Vulpex takes out Jack Skellington. So even though there was 1 player in sight, Raze waited too long to push in. It seems like they were waiting for the stim. So it was just a bit of an unfortunate timing for this Raze team, as like I said, we do know where players are from this caster's point of view, but all Raze knows is that there are still 3 players in sight. So I wouldn't have played it any differently. It was just unfortunate. I think we might see a B fake going into A, especially with this wall being blown. I see a lot more teams doing that. Reaver with the Spectral yet again. Oh, that's a Taurus, actually. Reaver with the Taurus yet again, as Centipede and Shogunyan holding that corner with the Cadillo. Trips are towards that Janitor side. I'm not sure if they're double stacked. Remember, so they are double stacked. Remember, this is illegal in the vrml sense for these teams who are watching. Miki takes out Tadashi. Jack Skellington takes out 2 of their own. So we have missed all of the action, waiting for the bait that never actually happened, as Jack Skellington insends the connector and pushes up, plants the EMP. Ninja H2 takes out Reaver. Now Jack Skellington and Cohen, as well as Ghost, are alive for the team, holding the EMP. It's a bit of a stalemate as those 3 players are sitting in con. Ninja H2 gets taken out, but Vulpex gets refragged by Jack Skellington, takes out another player in Cohen, and it is all up to Ghost with that EMP down, and Centipede with that Cadillo one-shot headshot range, especially with the Spectral rapid fire. Honored wins their 6th round. They are now on match point against Raze. Raze now have their backs against the wall, do or die for this team. What will they pull to possibly bring this game into overtime? Round 10 commences. Raze pushing heavily onto this B side as they feel that dominance might be the answer. Now all Honored players are really stacking towards this B side. Miki sitting on that garage, or not garage, excuse me, kitchen side with Centipede, so they're holding it together. Ghost pushes down onto Hatch with Jack Skellington sitting next to Jim. Nade goes out. Oh, Static, excuse me, goes out. I don't know how any damage was not taken by any of these players, but an S-tier incen almost an S-tier frag coming from a player in Ninja H. Almost taking out Ghost. Now Walt is foam. Jim is secured for this for this Raze team, as Honored is protecting kitchen and B site. So they have decided to hold this position hard and kind of give up space up front. Hopefully it has paid out for them. Still 5v5. Miki almost done, but now he finally gets taken out by Ghost. Jack Skellington takes out a player in Centipede. Ghost takes out another player in Ninja H. Jack Skellington takes out Vulpex, and now 5v1 as dominance has been shown from Raze this round. Shogunnian pushing up, gets a player in Cohen, but gets immediately refragged by Ghost. Raze has won their 4th round, looking to win their 5th this coming round. If Honor does not have an answer for this round, my prediction is it might go into overtime, as the money might not be in the favor of Honored. However, a lot of Cadillos are being bought on that side. Looks to be a B play this time by Raze to potentially win their 5th round of map 1. Quick push in as we see both doors shot open with that wall blown. So Trips, I believe, were droned out, but Centipede sitting close on that janitor side. 2 players in red. That Proxy does end up giving away where they are. A lot of damage done to Ghost, but immediately stimmed. Back to full health, but Reaver is on 20 HP. Tadashi takes a lot of damage, down to 40, with Miki looking to push up and secure the kill. Ghost takes out Centipede, looking to get a second player as he pushes up. Reaver takes out Ninja. Miki refrags Reaver. Now we see Ghost pushing up, but Cohen takes out Miki. Ghost pushing up, almost takes out 2, but got 2 of them very, very low in those final 2 players. So it is a 3v2, but all players are below 45, even 50 HP. Stim does go out onto Cohen, so Cohen has the health. Tadashi pushing up, planting the EMP. Both players are separated very far away. One in A, one back pipes. This could be a save for Honored, as they both have one-shot capability rifles. And if they don't save here, they lose their guns. They could potentially lose this next round with the momentum pushing forward, not having enough money for util or guns. We do see Shogunyan push up, along with Vulpex, to try and get any sort of picks. Not sure if this is the right move, but we will see if it works out. The Jack Skellington gets taken out by... Oh, wait, no. Jack Skellington does not get taken out by a player. That's my fault. But those 2 players were taken out by Raze, and now Raze has won their 5th round, going into potentially an overtime securing round. This could be detrimental, as Shogunyan has to buy a Kadio with no other util other than an Insen. Wonder if he saved that round. He could have bought so much utility for his team, but instead he has to go with the Kadio. We really see another Viper in hand. Vulpex buys a Vezin, so Vulpex and Shogunyan were alive. If both of them survived, Vulpex could have bought Ninja a weapon, could have had 5 one-shot rifles with 1 Kadio in hand. Would have been sitting a lot better, but nonetheless, Honored tried to clutch up the round, and Raze punished them for it. Now we're potentially going into an overtime securing round for Raze, as Drone does end up going out towards green side. Nope, Tadashi is droning in to the hallway. Wall is blown again by this Honored team. Centipede pushes up, trying to take out one, and he does in Cohen. Looking to push up, maybe take out a second player. Not quite sure who that is. Second player in Tadashi, and he does push up, but Tadashi takes out Centipede. Smoke goes out to try to get the util back in hand. Ninja does end up getting the util, but Ghost takes out Miki. Ninja H takes out Ghost. Now Reaver pushes up, takes out the static with one hand, mind you. Nade goes out. Almost an S-tier nade. Vulpex takes out Tadashi on that red hallway. Smoke goes out. Now Vulpex is sitting close on that red hallway to try and solidify this Honored first map, as Jack Skellington takes out Ninja H with an S-tier Insen. Vulpex takes out Reaver as he was just barely unflashed in that moment. Now we see Jack Skellington possibly versus Vulpex if he pushes that, if he peeks that, but he might sit close on the corner and wait his time, bide his time for his team, and Vulpex takes out Jack Skellington. And that is map number 1 secured for Honored. So despite what I said earlier, Honored proved me wrong and was able to win map number 1. Congratulations to Honored for winning map 1. Can't wait to see what map 2 holds, as both of these teams seem to have been going back and forth for this map 1. Take a look at the leaderboard. Shogunyan at 17 and 7. Excuse me. Vulpex at 11 and 3. So only 3 deaths from Vulpex. I believe he was a newcomer halfway through the game, so good job by Vulpex to catapult his way to helping his team win the round. Centipede at 11-9, Miki 7-11, and Ninja H2 a newcomer at 3-6. So still dominant showing for this honored squad, and also a dominant showing for Raze, but it was more scattered around as everyone kind of contributed, and we are already going into map number 2 as it is Hideout. And it looks like these two teams are already ready and prepared. So despite being late for the start, they are wanting and eager to get right into the second round. You saw the Raze squad spawn close to that A side, so they could be going A, but this is a B play usually. So, Honored and Raze into map number 2 for Hideout. Wall is already foamed by Tadashi, and wall is now blown, so if anybody moves in quick, they could get a pick onto a player. Backside playground was in send. Jack Skellington gets a little bit of damage done onto Centipede. Nade goes out. A F-tier nade as it does not get any damage, but Jack Skellington gets a pick of his own in Shogunyan and pushes out. So he gets the pick and saves his life. Tadashi pushing up. Cohen gets 2 picks in Vulpex and Miki. Tadashi pushing up, planting EMP with Reaver. Reaver pushing up, possibly stopping. Jack Skellington takes out a pick. And another in Centipede and Ninja H. So a flawless round for Raze. It seems like it was a little bit left in the tank for Raze from map number 1. And they got a flawless first round against Honored. So as I'm taking a look here. Okay, so we are in the round now. Excuse me, sorry. I've been looking at trying to fix this. Holy crap. Okay. So, Raze is looking to push into garage, but Vulpex is trying to stop that along with the rest of the team, and Ninja H sitting on that table, possibly getting a headshot, a sneaky little pick. Nade goes out! And Cohen almost walks into the nade as he's trying to throw another nade, trying to run away. Vulpex takes out Tadashi, but Reaver immediately refrags Vulpex. So, 4-4, but looking a little bit more favorable for this Raze squad. Now looking favorable for Honored as he takes out a pick, but 3v3. A is in control. 3v2, 3v1 as Ghost is dominantly showing what he can do with the Spectral, trying to take out another player. Incen goes out. Maybe he was trying to stim himself. Shogunyan takes out 2 players of his own, and now it is a 1v1. Jack Skellington hears him and takes out Shogunyan, so a little bit of a misplay by Ghost. I have done that before, thinking it was a stim that I had. Oh, he was using the cloak, so it seems like he misplayed the cloak and ended up incending himself. But Rays able to secure the round and go up 2-0. See a little bit more of an aggressive, or excuse me, passive hold by Honored, trying to secure any round they can, possibly have players sit in sight. So there's 4 players in sight with 1 off-site. Reaver sitting on that window with the Ariel in hand. If he can catch off guard this Honored squad, he could get a couple of picks. But now, Rays full pushing into lobby, like getting control of that lobby. Wall bangs out, no damage done. Now there's a little bit of damage done, switching only from Cohen, excuse me, by Cohen. And now Cohen has a lot of damage done to him. If I were Rays, I would have him plant the EMP, show Gunyan trying to prevent anybody from pushing up. Nade goes out, misses the bathroom, but Reaver pushes up, takes out 2 in Centipede. Miki, Shogunyan takes out 2 of their own. Ghost takes out 2 of their own. So 2 after 2 after 2. Shogunyan takes out another player in Ghost. Now it is a 1v1, and Shogunyan clutches and waves goodbye to Tadashi as he secures round number 3 and round 1 for Honored on map number 2, so might be getting a little bit of momentum back. And as you saw in the beginning, 2 versus, or it was 2 picks for over 2 picks, blink and you miss it. The entire lobby died in a matter of seconds. Reaver pushing up, taking out 2, and Shower, Ghost pushing up, taking out 2, but not before Shogunyan was able to take out 2. And Shogunyan refragged him and took out another player, so a good 4K by Shogunyan to clutch that round. It was just chaos that ensued. Shogunyan at 7-2. Vulpix 1-3. Ninja H 1-3. Miki and Centipede both 0-3. So good showing by Shogunyan for his team. We see Rays, Ghost at 5-2. Jack Skellington at 4-1. Reaver at 3-2. Cohen at 2-2. And Tadashi at 0-2. Seems like he's playing the support, which is perfectly okay. You always need a support player to win rounds. Especially, we see him a lot droning, so nonetheless, round 4 commences as Centipede already trying to get a pick, and he does not, as Reaver shuts him down. I was trying to click onto Shogunyan, but now Tadashi pushes up, trying to get the player. Did he see the player on the toolbox? And he does, but Miki takes out Reaver before he was able to take him out, and Tadashi takes out another player in Shogunyan. Jack Skellington pushes up, trying to take out any players. You see that player on the flank, and Ninja H, if he can take out Ghost, he might be able to do a little bit more damage, and Ninja H does take out Ghost. We're going to take out a second player. Jack Skellington now watching that hold. Vulpix and Ninja H, the only 2 players remaining. One on Khan. Cohen takes out Ninja H, so now it is all up to the player in Khan, getting pre-fired by this Rays squad. Almost gets a pick. Just a little bit of, unfortunate, as he was trying to blind fire, or pre-fire nonetheless, Cohen, but Cohen quick peeks him and takes him out. Good play by Cohen to take out that final player. Rays up 3-1 despite Honored trying to crawl back. Marui was bought for a teammate, so good showing by Rays to help win the round by not being selfish on eco. Cohen also has, I'm pretty sure he had max money, so I would also do the same thing. I mean, I do the same thing regardless, but nonetheless, it goes to show how coordinated these teams are, helping each other out. This is a team game and not individual play. So while individual play can win the rounds, overall it is a team effort to win the game. A little bit shaky on Vulpex's end, so we will get off that camera. Centipede sitting behind the box. We see two players in Miki and Shogunyan holding down storage. Jack Skellington sitting outside with his team. Ghost breaks open that door, trying to get the player in the corner, because I know some people sit in that corner. Ghost pushing up, trying to take out a player. We see another gelatin-like gun. It's the second coming of that as Miki pushes out, takes out two players, almost takes out a third, does take out a third, tries to take out the fourth, but Cohen refrags Miki, so good play by Miki to take out three players, and now Cohen and Reaver are at a stalemate as we see Cohen kind of panicking a little bit on that backside, not knowing what to do. Pushes up, takes out one, and Ninja H, so now it's looking a little bit more doable for Cohen and Reaver. However, both of them are very low. Cohen is stimming. Vulpex, Centipede, and Shogunyan all alive for Honored. Cohen pushing up onto the storage area, but Centipede and Shogunyan both there. Now Centipede grabs a weapon, so now it is looking a little bit less likely for this Raze squad to possibly mount a comeback here on this round. It seems like it might be all dead to rights to Honored, but not going to count out these players yet, as you saw Cohen get a couple of picks of his own to make it a fair advantage. Almost a fair advantage. If he can get one more pick, it's automatically a 2v2. Proxy does go off. Reaver ends up getting that pick onto Centipede. So now Cohen pushing up. Takes out one in Vulpex. What a nice flick that he had on the playground. And just like that, Raze is now up 2-1. A little bit of damage done onto Cohen, but Cohen decides to push up a little bit, only on 12 HP. Realizes he can't really do much except try and scare the team. And now he is trying to get that pick, but Shogunyan takes out Cohen. Reaver trying to refrag, but Shogunyan takes out the second. Celebrates by saying no towards the two players and defuses the EMP. So good job by Shogunyan, despite being up numbers. Almost lost a round, and Shogunyan said, you know what? I'm going to do this on my own. If no one could do the job, I can do it myself. I don't know what the quote is. I can't think of it right now. I don't know why. If the job can't get done right, something like that. I don't know. If anybody's watching, you can let me know the quote, because I can't remember right now. But great showing by this Raze squad. I know, Rim. I shouldn't doubt any teams. Don't know how long ago that was, but you're right. I should not doubt any teams, as I am a non-biased caster looking from outside, trying to shed light on any of these teams that I can. Raze is a new team. I believe Honored was the rebrand of MCs. Not quite sure how long MCs has been a team for, but we already see a pretty good showing by the squad. It is not dominant over one or the other, so maybe some of these teams wish they had a better performance, but for us, it is entertainment, as it is back and forth. We're seeing pretty much all possible rounds. We saw 12 rounds in the first map. Looks like it might be going to another 12 rounds in this map, but we shall see, as Raze looking to push another lobby play. C4 in that corner. Miki already take a lot of damage onto him. Looks like by the wall, or through the wall, from the wall bang on B. So looks like one headshot connected. Now these players are pushing in to this lobby side A wall. Wall does get foamed. Reaver sitting close. So does he not see the trips? He does, and ends up baiting them out. But it's S-tier Incen, as it almost wastes a nade, as Cohen was able to pick it back up to uncook the nade. So did save a nade for their squad to be able to take out that C4 and the static, so good made by Reaver. Jack Skellington with an S-tier Incen onto H2. Ghost takes out one, and Miki. Shogunyan takes out two, and Ghost and Jack Skellington. So I am unaware as to what to see right now. Centipede takes out Tadashi. It is all up to Reaver. Takes out one in Centipede. Now he's pushing up, trying to see if he can get a player in Khan. And Vulpex as Shogunyan pushes out a little bit. Now he's pushing up. Reaver pushing up. Can he get the pick, or will Vulpex get the kill before? And Reaver takes out one. Shogunyan immediately refrags for this honored squad. So now it is 3-3 as I believe we saw all three rounds being clutched by Shogunyan. So good showing by Shogunyan to keep his team alive. That's a name I have seen appear more and more as the seasons go on. I heard about him last season on a team that I am unaware of. So, good showing by Shogunyan to kind of put a name out for himself. Great job. See him at 12-3. So, good job by the Shogunyan player. And these teams did not, for some reason, I have to manually do it. I believe that's how you spell it. Yeah. So, yeah, great showing by both of these teams. 3-3. Excited to see what the second half has in store for us. As we see maybe Ninja H pushing in through the flank side onto A. Maybe getting anybody caught off guard. Already breaking the door to check anybody if it's in that corner. Vulpex drones. Does see that there's a player in 1A. Accidentally pushes out. Centipede is going to almost get S-tier Incen. He does not realize two players get taken out. Oh my goodness. What a double kill by Centipede. I believe it was a collateral. Vulpex takes out Reaver. It's all up to Tadashi. Tadashi takes out one and takes out two with that Incen and the pistol, but Vulpex refrags Tadashi and honored up 4-3. But I want to go back to that Centipede kill. They're pinging it. I think. Ooh, a little bit of lag, but a beautiful 2K with that collateral on the headshot. I don't know if anybody saw that, but that was amazing by Centipede to take advantage of both of them sitting inside of each other. I wonder if this game is going to go into map number 3. I need to go to bed, but to be honest, I kind of want to cast it. This has been exciting. Need more experience before the VRML season starts, as a lot of you might know, I am officially an official caster, co-caster for the VRML. So I'm excited to start officially casting with my good buddy Juice and a couple of their great casters like Bob, Martini, Nightfire, and Lake Doctor, as well as others like Shimmy Marui. A couple of new casters that I cannot think of the name off the top of my head, but I'm excited to officially cast. So right now, just using it as practice, but Cohen trying to get a little bit of damage done onto this back player. Reaver takes out Miki. Now an S-tier frag onto Ninja H. Vulpex. Centipede blows that wall, but Jack Skellington refrags Ninja H, and these teams are just constantly playing on the flank, 1v1, so it's kind of hard to cast where they are, but I love to see the gameplay as Jack Skellington takes out one, but immediately refragged by Vulpex, but not before Jack Skellington was able to get a refrag himself, so refrag after refrag, and now it is a 2v1 with Ghost, the only remaining player. We did see in, I believe it was round 2 or 3, he used that Spectral to kill 4 players pushing up into sight, so he's pretty dominant with that Spectral. Now we take a look at the POVs. Vulpex and Centipede both alive for their squad, pushing into Laundry and Garage. I'm not quite sure where Ghost is, and Ghost sitting in B, so we cannot hear that any of these players are pushing towards that B side. Now he's pushing up. Laundry wall is foamed and blown. Foam does get tossed over, so they could be rotating over to A. Doesn't look like they are rotating, and an S tier Incen. Unfortunate for Ghost as Vulpex takes out Ghost, and now Honored is up 5-3. So after losing the first the first 2 rounds, they won 1, then lost another one, then won the next 2. And now they have won the next 2, so they have won 4 straight. Good job by Honored to keep their hopes alive after, I would say, almost getting dominated, being down 3-1 to start the first 4 rounds. I'd like to remind everybody, if you are in the chat and you do like my casts, make sure to like and subscribe, as I will be doing more casts in the near future, possibly tomorrow, or I probably will not be doing a cast tomorrow, unless it is at 7 p.m. But, I would be doing a lot more casts in the future, especially for teams like Rays, who are new and who are a very good squad. As I've seen them several times, Honored seems like a new squad, but it does seem like that they are pulling their weight as they are up 5-3 on Rays. Drone does go out. Droning that lobby side. Shogunyan now might be pushing up. I think once the drone finally clears, he's going to push up. Now he is rappelling in. Tadashi would hear that. Not before destroying the drone. Centipede now foaming the wall, leaning over so he gets no damage done onto him. Nobody watching the flank, so if one player from B decided to push up, they could have killed Centipede. Centipede with a little bit of damage onto him. More damage as he throws the Incen. Did the Incen land on top? It did, unfortunately, land on top. We see that a lot of times. Miki now holding the flank, as all 5 players are still alive for both of these teams. Miki and Centipede pushing up, but Cohen finally gets the first, or excuse me, Ninja finally gets the first pick. Cohen refrags. Miki takes out Tadashi. Now it is a 4v3. Miki pushes up, trying to get any more picks. Not knowing where any of these players are. Jack Skellington takes out 1, trying to push up, take out a second, but Cohen gets that S tier Incen. Shogunyan pushing up, trying to take out 1. He does, and Reaver pushes back, but the box was not able to be seen in time, and he does push up. Shogunyan with the clutch again for his team to secure round number 6, dabbing it looks like a deep dab. Whoopsies. As now 6 rounds are secured for Honored. They're on match point as Rays again is backs up against the wall. Same position. They were down 6-3. Hopefully they can come back, possibly even win in overtime this time. I don't know, only time will tell. Honored pushing Garage, and Rays looking to stop them in their tracks in the very beginning as the wall automatically gets blown. Got a little bit of damage done onto Tadashi, trying to get that kill onto Vulpex, but Nade now does go out. No damage done. Incen goes out, no damage done, but it stops Honored in their tracks a little bit as Reaver is trying to hold this backside. Smoke goes out to make sure he can rotate. Now he pushes out, takes out Miki, looking to get a second. And another player, and almost did from that point of view. We almost saw a lucky headshot from Reaver. Now he pushes out, but Vulpex takes out Reaver with that Vezin. Flash goes out. No No hits, however, as nobody is in Garage. So now Garage is being taken. Ninja H takes out a player. Vulpex takes out a player. And it is all up to Jack Skellington as Vulpex takes out that final player. And Honored wins 7-3. Second map. I hope we see a third map, but it doesn't look like it, as 2 players have now DC'd from the Rays side. So it does look like there will be only 2 maps. I don't know. They could be getting fills. Not 100% sure. Okay, so 3 players have left. So it does look like that Rays only wants to do 2 maps. Hopefully they might be doing a server change, because I really do want to see a third map. It's all just Cohen now for Rays, so does look like this game is over, as now their captain has left. See the scores. Rays fell to Honored, unfortunately, but fortunately for Honored, great scrim by them, taking down a, I would say, pretty good team. Joe Gunyon at 16-5. Great showing for his team, as the other players seemed to kind of let him get the picks and just played refrags. But nonetheless, great VRML scrim off season. I have been your host, Scorch. And again, if you have liked my cast and would like to see more, make sure to like and subscribe, as I'm trying to put my name out there. But I should have been talking like this. But anyways, I've been your host, Scorch. This has been another off-season scrim, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Later.